Hey guys, what's up? So I have a couple things that I want to go over today. One of those being the winner of the scholarship training program that I have put in place. I'm giving away 12 weeks of training to one person every 12 weeks. So I have picked my first winner of this program, and I'm super excited to be doing this. And I will tell you who that is in a second. But first, I want to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind. The other day, I had a video, or a mini documentary, I guess you would call it, released of me by Barcroft TV. I'll put the link down below if you want to watch it. It's kind of an easy way to catch up on my life, or my story, if you're new to my channel, without having to like scroll through 100 other videos. So if you don't know my whole story, it's down below. Go ahead and click on that if you are interested, or if you just want to check it out. There was a guy who followed me around all day long with a camera and put together an 8-minute video. So that's fun. When it came to this video, like, it was pretty cool to see the end product of kind of like a day of my life, I guess, from a different perspective. But it also, you know, in my mind, I told myself, all right, this is out, don't read the comments. I told my friend who was also in the video not to read the comments, but then I think she told me that her partner read the comments, and then I got curious, and then I just, for some reason, started reading the comments. And after a while, you know, all the comments that are bad, it's boring. It's boring to me now because it's all saying the same thing. There's nothing that I haven't heard at this point. It's very repetitive. I won't go over the comments that are the repetitive ones, but like, I've heard it. I've heard it all. And there were some positive ones, so thank you to anyone who's ever left a positive comment on my YouTube channel or this video. I'm incredibly grateful for every single positive comment that I get, because I do not take it for granted at all. I mean, like I've said before, you could be doing so many other things with your time, but you choose to choose to post a positive comment that makes my day. So thank you. And there was one comment that kind of struck me, that it was different, that it's not a comment I come across as often. I've kind of seen it before, but this particular time, it really got me kind of defensive. And it went along the lines of, so this lady said, to think of all the people that you hurt going through with this transition, and your poor ex-husband, and something along the lines of, you probably really hurt him, I hope he's okay. I got really defensive, and I wanted to take a moment to just really reflect on what she was saying, and I wanted a time to kind of take responsibility for those things being true. And, you know, I think there's always a reason of getting defensive to a certain extent, and I never want to think about having hurt someone, because I've been hurt and it sucks. So to think of doing that to another person is not something that I would be happy about. So of course I want to get defensive about this thing, but the truth is that I've definitely hurt people, and I probably did hurt him. Just like, you know, people hurt people, and as cliche as it is, yes, I'm human, yes, I make mistakes, and yes, I have hurt people before, and I am not proud of that, and it's not something that I will ever be proud of, and it's not something that I've ever intentionally done, but it doesn't make it okay still. But I also want to point out that sometimes these things happen in life for reasons, and sometimes you can't avoid hurting people. I wouldn't be where I am if I let that rule my life. You know, the fear of hurting him or my family, or the fear of letting down my family or letting down God was huge. And of course I was worried about what other people thought, and I never went into this marriage as like a deceiving thing. I truly just didn't know what love was. I didn't know that I was supposed to feel more than I did. And to be quite honest, as someone who believed in waiting till marriage to have sex, I honestly thought that I would feel more after that. And it was just a lot of unknowns. It was a lot of assumptions of things that were gonna follow. and I was wrong, but I was also 21 years old. We were both 21 years old, like we were babies. I think we are both better off, and I think he probably thinks so too. But you know, he's not the only one that I'm thinking about as far as hurting. I'm sure I've hurt a lot of people along this journey, and it's not something that I am proud of, but it's something that I would like to acknowledge, and it's never easy becoming your true self. Carly is down here right now trying to give me a kiss. Hi. You know, but hurt happens in life, and it's never intentional, but you know, it happens. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think that I didn't like how defensive I got about the comment, so I just kind of wanted a moment to reflect on it and take responsibility for it. And I want people to know that sometimes when you have the opportunity to, or you have a time where you have to make a decision to hurt someone or to be your true self, sometimes you're gonna have to choose to hurt someone to be your true self. And that's a really hard decision to make, but you can't really always be there for that person if you aren't yourself. So I think the right thing to do is always to choose your truth, and life is going to get a lot more true from then on, and hopefully you're gonna hurt less people. You know, I've hurt people since, you know, in relationships and stuff like that, which is why now I'm like, I just need to be single because I still haven't figured my stuff out yet. Like, I don't want to hurt people. I've been hurt. It sucks. I don't want to do that to people. So I think that's kind of like a reason why I got so defensive about it, because like hurting people is the last thing that I ever want to do, and I feel so horrible when I do, but it happens. And yeah, I guess I'm just like, hey, I hurt people. I'm in no way perfect, and I'm sorry. And I hope no one ever thinks that I don't hurt people or that I don't make mistakes and all sorts of stuff like that. And yeah, so I think that's about it. Like, I just wanted to just discuss that a little bit. I think that fear and fear of what people are gonna think and fear of God can really lead you down some hard paths that were a big mistake. So I'm working on always becoming a better person and always making better decisions and better leaps without the making my own decisions without thinking about what others are gonna think, because that's how we get in messes, you know? So I think that was kind of the lesson that I'm taking from it. You know, I'm trying to do that more and more, but it kind of ignited that desire to really make sure that I'm not making decisions based on others' opinions, because I've got a bad track record of making decisions on others' opinions, and it never ends well. Anyways, I am going to move on from this subject now. Thank you for listening until this point, so you can learn about who won the training scholarship. And the winner is AJ Walsh. Thank you so much, AJ, for submitting your application. I am super excited to be training with you, and thank you to everyone who also submitted an application. It was really good to actually go through all of them. I read every single one. Your responses are amazing, and I really, really encourage you to keep submitting your application. I will let you know when the application process opens up again, probably in about 8 weeks, 2 months. I'll let you know. And the more you submit, like each time, the more serious I know you are. So it's like bettering your chances. So don't give up is what I'm saying. And I'm looking forward to training with AJ, and I'm looking forward to training with anyone else in the future. I do have spots open as well. If you are looking to train with me, I have my website down below with like the rates and how the plans work and all that. So website's down below if you want to check that out. The video is down below if you want to check that out. And just all the other information is always just down below. So that sounds dirty. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I appreciate it. And yeah, peace out. I'll see you next time.